Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blanks, joined as always by my co-host Brian.
Go on, everybody.
We are back to talk The Valley. This is season 1, episode 9, The Big Bear
Bombshell.
Bombshell. I think that's an exaggerated name. Make sure you like and subscribe to our TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all at The Reality Guys for our Vanderpump coverage, our Bravo coverage, and all reality TV coverage. Brian, this episode, penultimate for this season, a lot more of just like Jax Taylor being he's like regressing episode by episode
Yeah.
into Jax Taylor. Like this is Jax that I remember. His wife telling him, stop talking about the stuff. End of the episode, he's talking about the stuff, right? Don't be an a-hole to me and make fun of me for drinking. He's an a-hole to her and gets mad at her for drinking, doesn't want to see videos played of his kid being upset. He's literally seeing this. It's not a surprise to see where they are now.
Yeah, he looked like a total douchebag. Just think about all the times that like we've been like you've been mad at your wife or something, and it's like I've never handled any of them like this. Like you
Never
don't
would
want to
put her
draw
away.
attention to like you guys fighting in public. That's like the worst thing you could do. And he does it like willingly.
The problem with Jax is that he prioritizes a good scene over
Yeah.
his actual real life. So he'll
Mhm.
burn a bridge and F his wife over. If he literally said, I saw a clip on TikTok where she basically said, where remember when we talked about the stuff where like she obviously told Jax about all the stuff with the Chris thing and said, don't say anything about it. And he goes, well, I know you said that to say anything, but it's like, unfortunately, like we're filming a show and we need to, it's like, no, but like told you not to say anything. Like that's not no, not like well, but we're at a show, so I have to. It's like
He's a
let someone
producer's wet
else
dream.
reveal it. Like
He's a producer's wet dream. Like they're like, oh, we found out some info. We just got to get Jax to hear it from somebody, and it will be released. Like,
zero coaching needed.
yeah.
Remember, he still refers to Vanderpump as my show. He says that openly all the time. He's like, that was my show. And Lisa always has to be like, no, it's my show. Really not even Lisa's show. I mean, per se, it is Lisa's show. It's her idea. It's like she created it, but it's not one person's show. It's an
Right.
ensemble show for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
That's a douche.
the marriage counselor for Dodie and Luke was a classic scene.
Smoked him. Dodie still burned on a girl after that. She got nothing screamed, I'm not ready to have a kid more than that conversation.
A sterile conversation where you go, so how long have you been dating? A little over a
Here,
year. Oh, so where do you guys live? Well, I live in Colorado, but I have been living at her house this summer so I could film this stupid show. Oh, okay. Uh, you know, when do you talk about real things? Like finances. What do you guys do with your finances? Oh, he's like, oh, I've been asking, and she's like, my vagina shrivels when we talk about that. I was like, oh, this is not this. You are. This is the definition of putting the cart before the horse. Like,
yeah, and like I mean, the guy, I mean, just because I've been through it, you're gonna go through it too. Like, you need to have like somebody nearby to help you because you can't do everything. You're gonna be tired. Like, you're gonna start resenting the other person if they have like no help or like somebody thinks they're doing more than the other one. It's gonna happen. Like those moments happen, and I'm worried. I'm super worried about that kid. Feel bad for that kid.
I mean, they literally vocalized that Luke at least vocalized, and she kind of agreed. He's like, I don't. This isn't a support system. Like, we don't have any
Right.
family. Like, no Kristen family around here. None of my family. Our support system is going to be like this. Like
Yeah.
Jackson Brittany divorce.
Right.
Luke and uh not Luke, right?
Jesse and Michelle.
Jesse Michelle stuff. Once Janet births that kid and she can drink, she's already like a master manipulator. She is going to be
She stinks.
literally like Littlefinger when she can drink. It's gonna be
Right.
great.
And the other couple is had twins. Like I went through that situation and they already have a kid. They're not helping you. They're gonna be busy whole life. So
Faux life.
I don't know. I feel really bad for that kid. I just really do. And I just man, nothing screams that situation more. Nothing screams more that you should not have this kid. You're not
They
ready. You
need to
need to be like
go.
you need to figure out your own like living situation first.
They need to go do some Jesse's ayahuasca and maybe see the light. That poor
Like one
guy.
of those.
That is the definition of a Hail Mary. I mean, I guess I commend the idea of wanting to try. I think the idea should have been the multiple years, it sounds like, of consistent not trying that led to this. But
Right.
yeah, kind of stinks, man. I mean, that they seem like it's like be nice to your wife. The funny thing about both of them is it's kind of like a common denominator. It's like be nice to your wife, sleep with your wife.
Yeah, and just like what is, and like when he's like, "Oh, I want you to wear this lingerie around all my friends." I'm like, "What are you saying, dude?" Like just what they're thinking is just they are thinking like they're like they're in like a script, like a movie script.
Like it's all good. Anything we say here, it's like once they say cut, none of that
Yeah, it
matters. Like
doesn't
in real
matter. The
life, and that's
cameras
not
go
how
away.
this
It doesn't matter.
works.
Dude, man, it just pisses me off, honestly.
No, I'm frankly, I'm kind of glad we get to the finale next week. I think they said they picked cameras up a few months ago to kind of do almost more of like an epilogue type thing. So it's kind of going to be like the Scandival type stuff. I think we'll see the Jesse and Michelle separation acknowledged, the Jackson
Mm.
Brittany separation acknowledged, and that's going to be it because they've confirmed there's no reunion. So if you want reunion type coverage or postseason coverage, you need to unfortunately really get on TikTok basically and look for their podcast clips. So yeah, it is what it
Pass.
is. I hope next season at least. They did get renewed for season 2, it said, so that's good. So hopefully we get a reunion for season 2.
I think season two. I think they will.
Season 2 is going to pick up in film apparently this summer, though, before Vanderpump. Vanderpump's they're fully taking the summer off. So we will probably actually see the Valley before we see Vanderpump.
I would be fine with it moving to 8, and then we're done by 9.
Yeah, no, I
That's
don't think they'll both be on simultaneous. I think that's the only time we'll ever see them simultaneous like that.
better
So
for us. Better for us.
way better for us. Like I mentioned before, we did review Vanderpump Rules. That was the first part of a 3-part reunion. We also did do the penultimate episode of Vanderpump Villa this week. So a lot of Vanderpump coverage coming to a close here. Some new things coming up in the summer. We have a new season of The Bachelorette. We did get the Golden Bachelorette announced. So we'll probably do a video or at least do the preview for when they do a cast announcement. We have Perfect Match coming up on Netflix, and we have 2 iterations of Love Island. Obviously, Ariana will be on every single episode of USA, so we will be talking a lot of Ariana this summer. But for myself and Brian, thank you so much for watching. Peace.